they have. Runs are not easy to come by, therefore the Indians have to be aggressive in running between the wickets.
Really ripping it now, exactly Mushtaq. This ball pitched outside off stump and passed 6 to 8 inches outside the line of leg stump.
You padded up to the delivery that straightens up. Must have had his heart in his mouth when the appeal went up. 138 for 4.
Still coming.
This is a nasty bouncer. Sourav Ganguly doing very well to get out of the way.
More difficult batting against a short pitch delivery.
He's taken the aerial route and he's done it in style. That's 6 runs. The good thing about the shot was that he picked up the off break.
Picked it up early as well. This was an excellent shot. There you see, picked it up early, middle it, put it to the safest side of the field, out of the boundary.
Never mind. Come on, keep working. Come on now. Tell him that.
And he should get his 50 here. It's nicely punched on the back foot, but to go all the way. So another half century for Rahul Dravid, and his amazing run of consistency continues.
A great knock. Played with a lot of commitment, a lot of guts. Well, this is a special knock. Rahul Dravid continuing his top form. There you see shots all over the park.
And looking to use his feet. He was lucky there.
Well, the idea was right. He used his feet to hit the ball a little too hard. It all depends on Saklan and Wasim Akram. Needs to have looked like getting wickets. Rest have just got to chip in. Just keep the pressure on the Indian batting.
Now that's going to be close. Up goes the finger. It's a dangerous ploy to not offer a shot, especially when an off-spinner like Saklan has the delivery that can straighten after pitching. Rahul Dravid is dismissed here, and India have lost their 5th wicket.
Well, this is indeed a big wicket for Pakistan. Dravid had earlier also left a straighter one from Saklan. Mushtaq was given the benefit of the doubt then, but this time Ramaswamy saying that yes, you were in front of the wickets. Out LBW, it's gone for 53 and India lose their 5th wicket for 156.
So the wicket-keeper, Nayan Mongia, is out there in the middle. They have lost a big wicket, that of Dravid. He was looking good, he was concentrating hard. His captain seems to be very happy, and why not? It's been a very good fight back by Pakistan. India have added 108 runs today, and they've lost 5 wickets. 3 for 52 his figures. Nayan Mongia in 3 deliveries has already got to see the variation that Saklan Mushtaq has. He's seen a top spinner, he's seen an off break, and now he's seen this one.
So getting a bit of bounce. Mongia had to first read whether it was an off spinner or a drifter, and then had to judge the bounce of the ball as well. Difficult art to fathom.
Well, he gives him the charge, and he succeeds this time. Well, that's a chance he took. It's paid off for Nayan Mongia. An over in which Saqlain Mushtaq has picked up a wicket.
सारा मैच आ जाएगा हमारा
He read the spin well there, Mongia.
Ganguly takes the aerial route this time. Hit very powerfully between mid-on and the bowler for another boundary.
Lots of officials here in Test cricket these days. That's Cammy Smith, match referee for this particular Test match and series.
Oh, he's got him. That is beautifully bowled. Once again, the ball that held its line. And this is magical stuff from Saqlain Mushtaq.
The last time the West Indies played against Pakistan, this man mesmerized most of the West Indian batsmen. And look at this. One beautiful delivery, straight on, no turn. And Mungia using his feet, trying to go over the top as he did before. It's 166 for 6.
India down to the bowlers now. Anil Kumble comes in, and on his way in, Sourav Ganguly met him. With his finger said, just watch out for the one that's going away.
I think that appeal came because they thought the ball bounced off his toe and straight up. And it certainly took a bit of the ground as well as his toe. Look at this closely. From bat to boot, straight up into the air and caught. Well, very difficult for the umpire to say that was out though.
Yes, second!
I'll tell you what, he's having a busy day, is Moin Khan. Might have a bit of a sore throat at the end from all the talking he's doing, but he's got a very, very sharp eye. There he is, egging his fielders on again. Anil Kumble just in here.
Sourav Ganguly finding it very difficult to score. Just eking out these runs, India, trying to get as close as possible to 238.
Oh, 1-1.
A single here, a single there, couple here. Everyone counts.
Now this is a good move by Akram to get himself back on. Oh, that surprised Kumble. It's a no ball. Kumble expected that to bounce a little bit more.
He's a tall man, so he can get into an awkward position unless he takes quick evasive action. I think that must have hurt. I think he must have got hit on the ribs.
That's a beauty. That's the kind of variation this man has. He can bowl from over the wicket or round the wicket at will.
Yes, I think the batsman would have thought that the ball would come back into him. Instead, it had him groping outside the off stump as it left him. Short, it's turned. It's allowed Ganguly to rock back and cut it to the boundary.
So finally he gets the placement. One of the rare loose deliveries that Saqlain Mushtaq has bowled. Ganguly got the width and got his back foot right back and across to get the placement. It's been a long time since the last boundary was hit. Almost an hour ago. So as expected, a leg gully has been now put for Anil Kumble. Simple reason for him doing it is that Kumble doesn't hook or pull. So every time the ball is dug in short and into his rib cage, there's every chance the ball going up in the air when the batsman's trying to fend it. So good thinking there by the Pakistan captain. And he almost came into play.
Maybe he was just a little too square instead of being fine. India 188 for 6 in reply to Pakistan's score of 238. It's been hard going for them. That's out. And that's another 5-wicket haul for Sir Glenn Mushtaq. Anil Kumble playing it onto his pads, and a simple catch to Yusuf Yohana at forward shortly.
And Anil Kumble very disappointed, but Sir Glenn Mushtaq has been rewarded for his perseverance. Plenty of variation. Again, that one, Kumble looking to play it on the onside, getting an inside edge of his bat onto the pad. No mistake by the man at forward short leg, Yusuf Yohana. And India have lost another wicket here. Pakistan have fought back brilliantly. 188 for 7.
Sunil Joshi has come in to replace Anil Kumble. Firing it in at the left-hander.
You see, after Wasim Akram did the early damage, it's been all Sir Glenn Mushtaq. He's run through the Indian middle order here.
Short, and he's pulled him away. One bounce into the advertising board.
Looking for that Yorker, Joshi. The idea was right.
It's gone for the big hit, and it's a 6. With that, India brings up its 205 for 7. Straight 6 off Sir Glenn Mushtaq.
This is lovely use of the feet. Nice clean swing of the bat. It's a huge one. Difficult shot to play against Sir Glenn. Has been bowling really well. He timed it really nicely.
A few less attacking fielders at the moment. Ganguly on strike the field fairly well spread. Just the one man out deep. He's on the point boundary.
That was beautifully bowled by Sir Glenn. Mid-off was up, so Ganguly was taking the chance. Sir Glenn saw it coming.
This was good cricket. But the Makram purposely left that man up to tempt Ganguly into hitting over the top.
This time he goes over the top, and this is a big one. That's the second 6 for Ganguly. So it didn't take him long to go down the track and smash Sir Glenn. And what a way to bring up his half century.
This is good footwork by Saurabh Ganguly. Sir Glenn Mushtaq deceived him with the previous delivery. Not on this occasion. Quickly down, got to the pitch, and that went a long way.
This partnership now is worth 36. Needs to break it. The last 2 bowlers you see there, Nadeem Khan and Shahid Afridi, they might have to be used now. It's up in the air and it's cleared mid-on. That should go all the way. Just making it to the boundary.
This is getting very frustrating for Pakistan. Sunil Joshi certainly is playing a good hand, supporting Ganguly.
He's got him. Saurav Ganguly started to walk and then just held back for a minute, realized the catch was clean, and the breakthrough, the bowling change has done the trick.
Yes, Shahid Afridi pushing the ball finally in the right spot with the left-hander in those bowling marks, and nicely held by Ijaz. A very good knock. Ganguly comes to an end. India lose their 8th wicket for 229.
Javagal Srinath is the new man in. Had a very good time with the ball. He's averaging 17.94. Now, if you've got a number 10 who's averaging upwards of 15, you've got a very handy player. It's a very good looking shot. Should be looking for at least 2 here, if not 3. We'll be satisfied with 2.
Interesting field sitting. Now they've taken the shot leg away, put it shot mid-wicket.
Back to over the wicket. Got a similar shot from Srinath. This time he'll only get a single. So India edging closer and closer now. 5 runs behind. Afridi. That's beautifully played. He's picked the gap beautifully. It's a full toss, but it still had to be put away. And he found the gap between mid-on and mid-wicket.
That is the risk you have to take with Shahid Afridi, who will bowl a full toss as well. And if it's put in that fashion and manner, it will fetch the batsman for priceless runs.
Mid-wickets come a lot straighter. Leading edge, not too dissimilar from the ball that got in Zaman ul Haq. Huge cheers around the ground because the scores are now level. So Sunil Joshi, 46 balls, not out 15. It's a gritty effort. That's what India needed this stage. Just hang in there, the runs will come. I had to say that. It's over mid-on for 4. Yes, bowling off is a bit of a gamble. Straight into first slip, almost as if he was showing direction. Ijaz Ahmed has taken it and Srinath is gone.
Well, this was a brave decision coming from the captain, Wasim Akram. He still persisted with Shahid Afridi after he was on for 10 runs in the over before this. This was nicely held. Bit of bounce and spin for Shahid Afridi. India lose their 9th wicket for 246.
Venkatesh Prasad coming in to replace Javagal Srinath, who was out. Drifted into the left-handed Sunil Joshi.
Pushed in just a little quicker, hitting the pad before the bat.
Not this time though. Decided to go for the big hit. Umpire done unmoved.
Well, I'm sure Moin Khan thought that there was an edge in the ball here. That's why he didn't attempt to take the bails off. And he just appealed for the catch. Well, umpire Dunn says he heard nothing. There certainly was a stumping on, but Moin Khan wasn't interested in the stumping. He was just interested in the catch.
And he's decided to have a wild swing, Venkatesh Prasad.
He's obviously disturbed by all this talk that is going on between the players out there.
Well, most of the players seem convinced that he's out. Well, this will let us know. Well, I don't think his toe is on the ground. It doesn't seem as if the shadow is joining the boot, and that would indicate that his foot is on the ground. The bails are off, and he has been given out.
So India all out for 254. Shahid Afridi picking up the last 3 wickets. Wasim Akram telling his young bowler what he should be bowling, congratulating him. Venkatesh Prasad, the last man out, stumped Moin, bowled Afridi for 4.
So India 254 all out then. Some late resistance centered around Saurav Ganguly, who made 54. He had decent partnerships with Anil Kumble and Sunil Joshi, who was not out on 25. And that allowed India to inch ahead by 16 runs. Some interesting bowling figures for Pakistan. You'll see that there were largely 2 bowlers used. Wasim Akram 2 for 60 from his 20 overs. Saqlain Mushtaq just went on and on. 5 for 94 from 35 overs. And towards the end, Shahid Afridi came back to bowl a quick little spell. 3 for 31 from 7.1 overs. So a handy lead there for India, and what it did was it meant that Pakistan had to play out a very crucial last session. Just 14 overs left. Let's see how it went. We start off with the first over. It's Srinath bowling to Saeed Anwar.
Bit of an inside edge over there. Pakistan are off. Shahid Afridi wanted to get off the mark. There was a single in it over there, but Saeed Anwar wasn't very keen on that.
And there were almost 2 runs in this. Shahid Afridi kept on pointing, look, that's a single, a very easy single. But I tell you what, if your partner isn't responding, there's no point in keep on running down the pitch. 2 people have to run, not 1.
That's a beauty of a bouncer. To end the over, Pakistan 3 without loss. Third slip would have certainly come in handy, but it's an edge, got Shahid Afridi off the mark. The Pakistani team in their enclosures watching the match on television. Wasim Akram, the captain, he's got the box office seat. Saeed Anwar has got 2 fielders in the slips. Uppishly in the gap between second slip and wide gully.
Only 2 slips and a gully in for both batsmen. That ball again finding the gap between second slip and gully, and of course no third man. 4 more runs.
Very well bowled by Venkatesh Prasad. The ball hitting Saeed Anwar on the back leg, I would imagine. The action replay will certainly show us. That's a big wicket.
Venkatesh Prasad has been bowling very straight throughout this spell. And have a good look at this. Pitching, straightening, coming back in, hitting him plumb in front. I don't think there's too much doubt about that. Saeed Anwar goes via the LBW route again. This time he's offering a stroke, but it's plumb. It's 11 for 1.
Possible chance to Sunil Joshi at mid-on. This to the way Shahid Afridi knows how to play. And that's a difficult one, but it's got to go down as a chance. That's Ramesh. That's Ramesh at mid-on. Pulled it away for a boundary. Very good shot there. He eased it. Eased into the shot.
Ijaz Ahmed has no problem with short balls. At least I've never seen him have any problems, whether it's cutting or pulling. Got on top of that quite comfortably.
Beautifully struck. Very little movement of the feet. He played it on the up. This is the cracking off drive.
We have said it before, Ijaz Ahmed, not the most technically correct batsman that you'll ever see. But he certainly gives it a good thump.
That's the way Shahid Afridi knows how to play. If the ball is pitched up within range, he's going to go for the big hit. He's got a boundary. Pakistan 26 for 1. That's a good bouncer.
That's the right line as well. Ijaz Ahmed not afraid to play the pull shot or the hook shot to short balls. But that bouncer pitched and left him, passing well wide of off stump. Very difficult for him to get control of it when it's that wide.
Nicely punched off the back foot. Chase there for Dravid. .28 for 1.
That's a slower delivery and hammered through the offside by Afridi. He picked it up and laid into it.
It's good that Shahid Afridi is playing in his normal, usual flowing style. This one was well read by him. Although the ball was away from his front back, yet he middled it quite nicely. Give it the full whack.
So play called off early due to problems with the light. Pakistan 34 for 1 from 8.5 overs. They lost a big wicket though, that of Saeed Anwar, who was LBW to Prasad for 7. Shahid Afridi played a few adventurous shots. He was 16 not out. And Ijaz Ahmed, one absolutely cracking cover drive of Srinath. He was 11 not out. The Indian bowling figures: Prasad, the wicket taker there, 4 overs, 1 for 16. And Srinath, none for 18 from 4.5 overs. So at the end of day 2 of this fascinating test match, that's what the situation is. Pakistan 238 in their first innings, India 254, and Pakistan 34 for 1. They are 18 runs ahead. I hope you enjoyed watching the highlights of the first 2 days of this test match. Day 3 promises to be just as interesting.